Okay, guys, I am back, and we are going to finish this this piece up. Okay, I think this came out really, really pretty so far. Let me turn the picture around so you guys can see it. Explain what I did. So I finished coloring everything that was left. I finished coloring that up. I also put after I finished coloring everything, I also put a little bit of what you guys everyone calls stickles, but I don't use stickles. I use the Recollections one. Because I have so many of these. I got them for like $1 on clearance. So these are two of the colors I used. The pink right here for the pink flower. I used the yellow to glitter up the green leaves because it's so light. It went over everything just perfect. For the purple, I used a Recollections, this one right here. So I guess they'd be glitter glues. They wouldn't be stickles because stickles is an actual brand. Here's the actual brand stickles, which I'm almost out of these. I used this blue color here of the Recollections glitter glue on that one. And then up here, I was experimenting with a little bit of like a turquoisey color, so I used that on that one. So it's important when you're using these glitter glues, because they have a little bit of a tint, light tint, to match them up with the color that you're using. Because if you put them over something that doesn't match, they have a little bit of a base color to them. So match up base color to base color, or it'll look weird. So I did that. I went around the edges and I finished doing the little bit of black how I showed you guys, how I just etched a little black and then blended it out. And it makes the whites look more white and it defines everything a little bit more, I think. Then I went through, this is important, then I went through and I painted all this black with some black flat acrylic paint. Cheap 50-cent Walmart paint. Apple Barrel. I believe that's the Walmart brand. Okay, and then after that I dried it. Then I went over the whole thing, all the black part, with a thing called matte medium. And the reason that this is important, this is Jane Davenport's matte medium. I bought it, so I used it, and I hadn't used it. This is my first time using it, and I like it. Then Liquitex also has a matte medium, and there's another brand that has matte medium. Whichever, you guys, get some matte medium. And the reason this is good is you can use this if you're going to do some collaging pieces. You can glue things down with this and then go back over your collage pieces and make them so they're a paintable surface. But the same thing goes here. See this black here? It's a paintable surface because it's acrylic paint, but paint doesn't move on acrylic surface well. So I put this matte medium over this whole black paint that's that I painted on here, because now it allows it to be a real paintable surface that moves. Also, if I don't like what I did, I can always take a baby wipe and wipe it off, so you're not committed to anything either. So this stuff is great. Remember this, matte medium. Okay, so then I went with my finger, and I'm going to show you how I did it. And I went with my finger and made like mist or fog all throughout this, or smoke. This can be mist, fog, smoke, whatever you want it to be. Since this is a sugar skull, we'll call this smoke. And then I threw in some stars and some shooting stars. I think this looks really cool. So I'm going to show you how I did that on the other side. Oh, and before I do that, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to go glitter glue. I'm going to use some glitter glue here on the flower and on the leaves, just to show you how I did that, which really isn't that big a deal, but I thought I need to do some of this on camera. I wish I could show you guys every single step on camera, but this stuff takes time and you guys would be here forever. So you just, and also coloring videos can sometimes get boring, because you're like, okay, you're just doing the same thing over and over and over. We got it. So alright, so I'm putting the glitter glue, and where I'm putting this glitter glue is on all the darkest areas, which I know this sounds a little bit weird, but it just blends into the darker areas the best. I mean, if it gets on the lighter parts of your flower, you're fine, but that's where my focus is at. And I don't know if you guys are seeing it or not. I'm going to bring it up to the camera here. Let me see, just a second. Just kind of turn things. Ooh, I might be able to see it right there. See? See how the glitter on the whole piece? Isn't it cool? Yeah, that's probably the best way to show you guys. It's cool, especially the purple on those eyes. I think that turned out really cool. Okay, so let me just look at this myself really quick, make sure I got enough. Let's finish all this up. Okay, so now I'm going to use this yellow color. It's really super light, so it goes over this these leaves, which have yellow and green in them, and it doesn't really change the green at all because it's such a light yellow. I tried to use a green glitter glue, and it was just too green. Too green for the green that I have here, because it's more of a yellow green. So, and I'm just going to put over the whole thing. The green glitter glue I have would probably be better for a little bit deeper green leaf. Did I put some right there on that whole thing? Oh, yeah, I did. Just re-glittering up a few on the top here. There we go. Okay, so now let me show you again. See? Now look how glittery the roses, the leaves are. Anything else you see glittering up in there. Cool, huh? And I'm going to use, you guys are going to see me do a lot of color videos with the Dollar Tree coloring books, and I'm going to probably glitter every page because, for one, I think it looks really super cool, and I have tons of glitter. You guys, I have like 20 different glitter glues that I need to use, so, and I've had them for like 2 or 3 years. I have so much mixed media products that I just have not used, and I need to be using this stuff, so I'm going to be pulling things out. That's my goal, is every time I do I color, I'm going to pull something else out to use. Plus, it may be a reminder to you guys to look at some of your stuff and say, oh yeah, I have that. I should pull that out. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the smoke. Okay, so I'm just going to use some white acrylic paint. Okay, so just like that much, I'm going to take my finger, dab my finger off, because you don't need a whole lot of paint to do this. This is going to be finger painting time. Okay, and then I'm going to continue with this right here. Okay. Okay. Okay, that looks good. And then I want to, let me turn my picture around for just a second, guys. All right. Oops. Okay, now the other thing I like to do to even naturalize this a little bit more is take a baby wipe and go right back over this so I can thin out some of the lines so that they're not so thick. Okay, so sometimes I like to go back over things just a little bit and smoke it out just a little bit more. It removes some of the paint, makes it a little bit more, oops, makes it a little more translucent. I just got into my glitter glue. Sorry about that, guys. Let me hold something down here. Okay. You know what I have to say? I kind of like, because I love everything Jane Davenport, but for this technique, I am liking I am liking the Liquitex matte medium better. I move stuff easier and erase and take more color off if I don't like it. Easier with the Liquitex. And either Liquitex or there's another brand that's really good that does it really well. Okay, there we go. It's working. I just have to work the I have to work a little harder to get it to move. Okay, that looks good. But if you have it, use it. I mean, it's not. It still does it. It just doesn't make things move on the paper as well as for what I'm doing right now as the Liquitex. But it does work. Okay, so I think that looks really good. So that's creating the smoke right there. And this is the same way you create smoke, fog, mist, any of those type of things. So now what I'm going to do is whatever paint I have left over, I'm going to take my spray bottle and spray it and make it real liquidy. And we're going to do some splatters so they look like a bunch of stars. Okay, so, and I'm going to use a fan brush to do this. You could use a toothbrush. You could just use another different brush, whatever you want to do. Now, I don't want to get little speckles over everything, so I'm just going to put a little thing over my work. If it gets over some of the flowers, that's fine. I just don't want it over everything. Okay. I love this because it makes it look like there's like a bunch of stars in the galaxy. Which I love that look. Okay. And it's so quick and easy and fast. And so effective. Love it. Love. Basically, it's just paint splatters. But I love it. Okay. Rinse off my brush. Now I'm going to take, and I want to make shooting stars and things like that. So I'm going to bring my camera in. I'm getting a little bit more of my acrylic paint to the side over here on my little plate. Okay, I want to come in close so you guys can see me doing this. Let's go to the top right here. Okay, I'm going to go and work right into here, and you can see that. Okay, so all right, so let's put in some shooting stars. Oh, I gotta quit putting my hand in that glitter glue. Okay, so we can put a shooting star in right here. Oh, and when I do this, I'm using a script, just a liner brush. And I get my liner brushes at, in the, most of the time, in, the art section at Michael's. And they're not cheap. They're not too expensive, but you know, they're $6, $7, $8, so I always use a coupon on them. When do I not use a coupon? Okay, so you make a dot and then you shoot it out like that. And I think what looks cool is if you make it shoot out and you go over the picture itself, I think that can look really cool. All right, so let me open this up a little bit more again. I just wanted you guys to see that up kind of close there. Let's come back and so you can see everything again. Okay. So now you guys kind of know what I'm doing. So I wanted to get up real close so you guys can see that. So you just do it. Oh, geez. All right. That I did not like. So if you don't like it, you can just erase it. It got a little thick. There we go. You can take it, go like this, and go the opposite way too. And so when you're doing your shooting stars, go all different kinds of ways. If you don't like something, you got the matte medium on there, you should be able to just remove it, which I just did. Okay. And the reason I messed up twice right there is because I had too much paint on the brush. And you can do it however you want, but the reason I do this with a liner brush instead of like using, you can use a white jelly roll pen if you want. But the reason I choose not to use it is because it seems like, I feel like you get a better shooting star, like more natural looking with this, with the brush when you go like, when you're flicking it out. It looks like a shooting star more to me. It's like too controlled looking with a white jelly roll or a paint pen, in my opinion. Some people may see that differently, but okay. So I think we have enough shooting stars. I do want to take a shooting star right off of this rose right here. See, I think like when a shooting star or anything, smoke, anything goes into the like the flowers or the picture, it brings more stuff together. Like, let's do another shooting star right here. It brings the sugar skull and the and space into each other, so it's one cohesive picture. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some small shooting stars. And how you do that, let's come in a little closer so I can show you do that. Okay, is like, you take a little dot like this and just kind of flick out 1, 2, 3, and that's how you do a little shooting star. So you can take any dot that's already there and make it into a shooting star by just hitting it, flicking it out like 3 times, and not 3 times so it's in a round. I do it like 1, 2, 3, and don't have the 4th one. I think it looks more natural like that. So all right, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing that. Okay. Don't want any more shooting stars, so I think that's enough. I'll do a couple up here. That should be enough there. And I think we're going to call this done, you guys. I think that looks really good. You know, if I can move it a little bit, I'd like to see the smoke at the top a little, be a little bit more translucent. So let me see if I can't remove some of this at the top. Yep, I sure can. It's letting me smooth it out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. That's what I was thinking. I wanted it a little thinner, like it was looking a little too thick for me right there. Because you wanted to be able to see like some of the black through there. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Okay, guys, let me make sure you guys are, I'm in complete frame and you guys are seeing everything. Okay, there we go. Okay, you guys, so I think that's it. Did I cover everything that I wanted to cover? I think I did. So, you guys, you have to go and search, if you can, look for, oh, I gotta turn my work around too. Let me turn my work around so you guys can see it this way. Sorry, I keep forgetting that I'm not going to be able right now to edit my thing so you guys can see this right. There we go. So you can get a good look at it. There we go. Okay, so there's that. But if you can look for this Day of the Dead coloring book, you guys, you'll love it from Dollar Tree. It is a fabulous, there are so many really good, so many good Dollar Tree coloring books, but definitely look through them because there's a lot of crappy ones too, but there's so many good ones. Another good one that I'm going to do next is this Couture. Look how fabulous this coloring book is. This is full of cool stuff to do. I'm going to color one, cut it out, and put it in a mixed media piece, and we'll do that, work on that one maybe next. Or I might do one more of the Day of the Dead and then do that. So, I think that's it, you guys. So try to look for that coloring book. And I hope you guys learned some things. You like some of these techniques that I have learned, and you try some of them out. Okay, you guys. Oh, and I have to say something really quickly before I go. I just want to thank all of my my subbies who've been with me forever, and all my new subbies. You guys say the sweetest, kindest, most supportful things to me, and I really, 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 really appreciate it. More than you know. I really, really do. Life can be really hard, so to hear such kind words and encouragement is really, really nice. So I am also getting my giveaway together probably today. Hopefully I get that out within the next couple of days. I'm getting all the stuff together. You know how you're always collecting stuff for your giveaways. I'm getting that giveaway put together because I really want to have a giveaway to thank you guys. I'm at 3,000 plus subscribers, so I want to celebrate that. I was supposed to celebrating at 3,000, so we'll celebrate 3,000 plus, and I'm getting that giveaway together. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, guys, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that would be great. Any comments or questions, leave them below. You can join me on Instagram and Facebook, and I think that's it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!